In lesson 3, we learn about unknown numbers in addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division using a variable for the unknown. There are no new vocabulary words for this lesson, so you don't need to worry about any vocabulary. So let's get into this. An equation is a statement that two qualities are equal. Here we are shown two equations. We got 3 plus 4 equals 7, and here we got 5 plus a equals 9. The a is the unknown that we're going to have to discover what that means. We're going to learn how to do that. Sometimes we encounter addition equations in which the sum is unknown. Sometimes it's the add-in that we're looking for. Either way, by using subtraction or the opposite principle, we're able to find these. So if we know three of the numbers, if we know two of the three numbers, then we're able to find the third number. We can find an unknown add-in by subtracting the known add-ins from the sum. So if you look at this example down here, if we were to add all of these up and then subtract the difference from 40, we would know what n is. This should be a review for you. So let's find the number in each equation. Go ahead and work these three at home. See if you can do them and find the correct answer. And then restart the video and let's check them. In A and B, we can find each unknown add-in by subtracting the known add-in from the sum. So in both cases, we're going to take this 53 and subtract it from the 75 to find out what n equals. And here we're going to subtract the 26 from the 61 to find out what a equals. So 75 minus 53 is 22, and then we can add those two back together to see if our answer is correct and get back to the sum of 75. In example B, a is equal to 35, using the same method. In example C, all you need to do is add up all of the numbers and then subtract them from 40 to find out what n equaled, and you should have came up with 18. It works the same way for subtraction as with addition. If you've got an unknown minuend, then what you're going to do is you're going to add the 3 and the 2 together to know that a is equal to 5. If you've got an unknown subtrahend, then you're going to subtract these two numbers to find out that that is a 3, and with difference you're going to subtract these two to find out what the answer is there. So go ahead and try those, see if you understand the concept and the principle. Solve A and B. Then restart the video. In A, you're going to add the 24 and the 17 together to find out that it would be 41. And then when you do the math, you know that 41 minus the 24, your answer is 17. So we know that our unknown was 41 for problem A. In problem B, you're going to have to take the 14 and subtract it from the 32 to find out what x is. And when you do that, you find out that x is equal to 18. 32 minus 14 is 18. And if we check those two, we take 32 minus 18, we see that we come up with the same 14 here that we started out with. Multiplication equations composed of factors and products. Same principle. If you have an unknown product, you're going to multiply the two together. If you have an unknown factor, which is the f here, then you're going to have to do some division. And here you're going to do some division also. You're going to divide this 6 by the 2. So let's see if we can do that. So here you're going to divide by 3 on both sides to find out what f is, and here you're going to divide by 2 on both sides to find what r is. In this unknown product, you're just going to times 3 times 2 to get your 6. So let's go ahead and try those. 12n equals 168 and 7k equals 105. Remember, you're going to use the opposite operation to solve these. So we know that a 12 right next to a variable, like an n in this case here, that means times. So what is the opposite of times? Is division. So to solve both of these equations, you're going to use division. See if you can do it, and then we'll do it together. All right, in A, we're going to divide the 168 by 12 and get 14. Then we're going to check our answer and see if 12 times 14 equals 168, and it does. So we know that that is our answer. So 12 is equal to, so A is equal to 14. In B, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to divide by 7, divide by 7. So you come down here and you get the 105 divided by 7. We find out that K is equal to 15. And we check that by doing just reversing the process, taking our answer and taking 7, replacing that K with the 15 we came up with. 7 times 15 equals 105. We have the right answer. Example 4, we're going to find the unknown number in each equation. This is doing division. So what's the opposite of division? It is times. So that should give you a clue as to how you need to do these. Think about this. How would we find out the unknown in both of these equations? To find the unknown dividend, we're going to multiply the quotient and the divisor. So if we take our 3 and our 15 here and we multiply them together, we get 45. 45 is our A up here. So really our problem is 45 divided by 3 equals 15. And that's our answer for A is 45. And we can see that that works because 3 does go into 45 15 times. Over here on B, we have to find an unknown divisor. We divide the dividend by the quotient. So here's our 64, and we've got to divide it by the 4. And when we do that, we know that this number here, B, is equal to 16. So 64 divided by 4, that's the 1, that's 2, 16. So B becomes 16. And then to check that, we do 16 times 4, and it does equal 64. And we know that we have the right answer. These are some practice sets. I recommend that you do these. I don't require that you send these to me, but I would practice these and make sure you know them. If you don't know them, then we need to work on these tomorrow. So go ahead and do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, and J. Do all of them. I'm going to now reveal the answers to you. So if you haven't solved them yet, do it before you continue this video. A, the answer is 19. We take the 31, subtract 12, we get 19. In B, it's 39. C, divide 15 by 15 and 180 by 15, and we come up with the answer of 12. In example D, we can multiply those two together to know what R is, which is 96. In E, you should have divided by 14 and divided by 14 and come up to know that E equals 30. In problem F, you would subtract 26 from 43 and get 17. In G, you should have subtracted 20 from 51 to know that G would equal 31. In H, you've got to take these two and divide to know that the answer is 52. And in I, you got to divide by 4. You have one extra step here. You've got to multiply the 2 and the 12 together, which is 24. Then you divide by 4. 4 goes into 24 how many times? That's right, it's 6. And in J, we add all these up, subtract them from 30, and that tells us what M is, which is 4. I hope you got all those right. If you did, you're doing great on this lesson. You won't have any problems at all. Here's the tickets in the door that you need to get done. Put these and submit these to me tonight, please, and we'll see you tomorrow.